Hello everyone. Let's begin a new chapter 4, issue of equity shares. So we are moving to the fourth chapter and a third chapter that is yet to do. So let's finish fourth chapter first, then we'll move to the third chapter. In this video we are going to discuss about the meaning of issue of equity shares and rationale for issue of equity shares. Then merits and demerits or benefits and demerits of public issue of equity shares. So let's begin. So introduction. Capital market comprises an important component in the form of primary market. So capital market consists of primary market and secondary market. So primary market is one of the important component or important part of capital market. It is a market where companies issues shares directly to the investor. So company issues shares directly to the investor, and that is called primary market. The shares so issued are traded subsequently in the stock market, which comprises secondary market. So after the issue, when the investor who initially purchased the shares from the company, if he want to sell to another person, then he has to sell it through the stock exchange. So that market is called secondary market. So secondary market depends upon the primary market for the supply of shares. So shares which are issued in a primary market are going to be traded in a secondary market. So secondary market provides a market or it provides a place for exchange of shares. The supply is not directly made to the market. Supply shares are not directly issued in a secondary markets. Initially it is issued to the investors, then when they want to transfer the shares to the other person, that time they are going to sell it through the stock market. So to sell their shares, to get transferability for the shares must be listed in a stock exchange. So if shares are not listed in a stock exchange, listing means including the shares of a company in the official list of the stock exchange. So when the name of the company's shares is listed in a stock exchange, that time shares gets a transferability, means you can sell your shares to any other person. If shares are not listed in a stock exchange, for example in Bombay Stock Exchange, your company's shares are not listed, it is not included in a trading list, then you cannot sell shares, you cannot sell your share in Bombay Stock Exchange. That's what. So supply is not directly made to the market. Initially it is issued. When the company lists its shares in a stock exchange, that time holder of the shares, they can sell their shares to any person. So secondary market provides a ready market for the shares issued through the public. So shares which are issued through public issue. So for that secondary market, that means stock market provides a ready market. That means you can sell at any time to any person. So public issue of equity shares is the most complex and highly procedures are involved in issuing shares in a capital market. So public issue means issuing shares to the public, issuing equity shares. So that is a most complex procedure are involved, and you need to follow the regulations of registrar of companies and security exchange board of India. This is mainly to protect the interest of the shareholders. Government and registrar of companies, the security exchange board of India are putting some restrictions on the companies. So company need to follow all those regulations and restrictions. Much of the burden compliance with regulatory requirements is shifted to the financial intermediaries, particularly merchant banker. So regulation or following the regulations of Security Exchange Board of India or Registrar of Companies, it is shifted to the financial intermediary, that is merchant banker. So merchant banker, who is that, what is his function, we'll discuss later in detail. But now so he is looking after the following or compliance of all these regulatories. If something goes wrong with the allotment, it is merchant banker and registrar to the issue who are first in the line facing the finance court. So they becomes responsible for the penalty. So if something goes wrong with the allotment of shares or following any compliances, if they fail to follow any regulations with regard to the allotment of shares, these two financial intermediaries becomes responsible for that. This external procedure has become more prominent than internal procedure, like board resolution, general body resolution. So passing a resolution for any matter. So if any matter or if any decision is to be finalized, company need to arrange a meeting and there they need to consider voting. So apart from this, following external procedure has become very prominent, or it is become very difficult to follow the external procedure, or it is very difficult to make issue of equity shares than getting votes by passing a resolution. So let's see the reason or rationale for issue of equity shares. So funds are raised by way of equity shares is to be more structural, and it should be what systematic. So a few of the compelling reasons are given below. Let's see what is that. So first one reason is organic growth. When the company wants to expand capacity, entering new areas of production or modernization of plant, so here funds are required on a permanent basis. So equity shares has the tenure which can run as long as the life of the company. So huge funds can be raised through public issue of equity shares. The money so raised may not be paid back until the liquidation of the company. So when company wants to go for expand its capacity, so that is called organic growth. Expansion is called organic growth. So they can go for funding these expansion activity of the company by issuing equity shares, because these equity shares need not to be repaid on a fixed period. So these equity shares remains as long as company is in existence. So huge amount of funds can be raised through equity shares, because no need to repay it until the company goes for liquidation, until the company is closed down. Then second reason, working capital. So working capital means it is a capital required for day-to-day activities. So working capital is short term in nature. So for daily activities, how much fund we require, it is definitely in short term. It is definitely in little amount. So that's why it is short term in nature. But a certain level of activity is basic and minimum for a company. So maintaining minimum cash is very important, because if you fail to pay wages to the workers, then they may go for strike, or it may affect the image of the company. So that's why maintaining minimum amount of cash is very important to maintain a liquidity in the company, because it affects the image of the company, and if it affects in future the profitability of the company also. If cash is maintained in huge amount, it affects the profitability. So we have 10 crores, if we keep it in a cupboard, it will not generate an income. It should be invested in somewhere, so that it is going to gain what return. Similarly, if you invest entire 1 crore in investment, you don't have money for paying rent for the building, wages to the workers, or for any other expenses, then you will you need to again go for raising funds, and you need to follow that many procedure. So to avoid that, you have to maintain certain amount for day-to-day activities, and that is called working capital. The working capital needed for such minimum level activity is required on a permanent basis. So for permanent basis, you are going to maintain a working capital. So public issue of shares is the best source of funding such permanent component of working capital. So by issuing public by issuing shares through public issue, so you can fund working capital, because for day-to-day activities some required is minimum, but for many years definitely the working capital amount will be bigger one, so that big amount can be raised by issuing equity shares. Then when company goes for mergers and takeovers, the purchase consideration may be paid in the form of equity shares, so rather than paying in cash. So they can go for issuing shares instead of paying cash to the company which is taking over. There may also be an issue of equity shares to the shareholders of the taken over company in the form of a share swap. Share swap means issuing shares uh, in exchange for shares, so giving shares to the shares, so that's called a share swap. So for that company can go for company goes for issuing equity shares. Financial restructuring. The profitability of the company is affected due to high cost debt, because for the debt payment of interest is compulsory. So if you fail to pay the interest, then the debt holder can take any action against you. So it affects the profitability of the company, along with that it affects the image of the company also. Not knowing how to get out of the debt trap, the company may issue equity shares in order to use the proceeds to repay the high cost debts. So, company can go for issuing equity shares in order to repay the debt which is of high cost. So alternatively, it may request the funding agencies to convert the debt into equity shares, so that there is no compulsory payment of interest on the debt. So they can request the funding agency who have already provided the debt. You can convert your debt into equity. So for that, a company goes for issuing equity shares. Then exit route for venture capitalist. So venture capital investors, they invest in companies on the base of business ideas. So venture capitalists, they will give fund, or they'll invest in a company basing on the idea. So if that idea, if it looks like profitable, or it is looks like uh, it is going to work, then they'll fund, or they will invest in such a companies. Generally they have an investment horizon of 5 to 7 years. After that they are going to take back their investment. So once the company is funded by them is profitable, once the company is newly formed, so after some years, when it becomes profitable, they want to sell their shareholding at a profit. So to sell their shares, the shares must be listed in a stock exchange. Only equity shares are going to be listed in a stock exchange, so that you can sell your shares. So venture capital, in order to get the funds from the venture capitalist, the company should go for issuing equity shares. So a venture capitalist, they can invest in the equity shares of the company. After some year, when company becomes profitable, they are going to sell their shares to any person. So for this purpose, they prevail upon the company to make a public issue. So they depend on the company which is making public issue, because whenever they want to sell their shares, immediately they can go for selling. Let's see the benefits of public issue of equity shares. So first is liquidity. For new companies, the shares get liquidity through subsequent listing of shares on the stock exchange. So once you list your shares in a stock exchange, it gets what liquidity means. It you can transfer the shares. Shares are being exchanged in a stock market, so it gives a liquidity for the shares. For an existing listed company's subsequent issue of shares increases the number of shares in the hands of investors. When company, for an company which is already which is already being in existence for many years, that companies, when they go for subsequent issue, so it increases the number of shares in this hands of investors, so that investors can purchase any number of shares, because number of shares available in the stock market that increases when company goes for subsequent issue. Naturally, the floating stock and liquidity in the market increases for the shares. So when number of shares exchanging in a stock market increases, that time it gives liquidity for the market, liquidity in the market for the shares. Then evaluation of securities. Valuing the shares of unlisted companies is very difficult. So, and it is expensive too, because you have to look into the annual reports, you have to look into the annual accounts, so you have to appoint a financial expert in order to evaluate the shares. So what will be the share price of the company? So that will not be known by looking at the share price on the stock exchange, because shares are not listed. When the shares are listed, the demand and supply situation for the shares that determines the market price. So when there is more demand for the shares, it increases the share price. When there is less demand, or when there is no demand for the shares, that time share prices comes down. So that we can see what is the share prices in the newspaper, in an app, or in an official website of a company. Yes, so you can watch it on TV channels and websites of stock exchange, and even cellular companies like Airtel, Reliance, they are providing you the information on real time basis. That means how you get commentary or scores in cricket, same way you will get share prices if you are accessing to that particular service. The closing prices of shares traded are published on the next day in most of the newspapers. Enabling future funding. Funding agencies prefer companies whose shares are listed on stock exchange. So funding companies, the funding agencies to give loan to a company, they prefer company whose shares are listed on the stock exchange, because ultimate bearer of the losses of a company is the equity shareholders. That's why funding agencies, they prefer the company which has equity shares in its capital structure. Yes, they also prefer them to be widely held by retail investors. This is an account listed companies publishing their results regularly, and performance of such companies becoming public knowledge. They need to prepare annual accounts, they need to publish with the shareholders, they have to send a notice to the shareholders for attending meeting, so like that. So they have to communicate their performance, about their performance to the public, so that funding agencies, they prefer the company which is going for listing their shares on the stock exchange. Moreover, listed companies are far better regulated than other companies, because they need to follow the regulatory compliance of SEBI, registrar of companies, and the government. This is to protect the interest of the investors. They need to follow all these regulatory compliance. So the companies whose shares are listed on the stock exchange, they need to follow the regulations of particular stock exchange also. Yes, public issue will result in wider distribution of shares among investors. Higher reputation. Companies issuing equity shares to the public claim a better image and reputation among the investors. Yes, this helps the company to get better terms from its lenders, suppliers, and dealers. Market friendly companies can use this reputation and image while bidding for big and complicated projects like construction of and maintenance of airports, construction of nuclear power reactors or nuclear power plants, and supply to the defense sector of the companies. So companies whose shares are listed on such stock exchange, or companies who are issuing equity shares will be having a good image in the minds of investors, and they get better terms from the lenders, suppliers, and dealers, and this reputation they can use when they go for big projects like construction and maintenance of airports, construction of nuclear power plants, supply of equipments to defense sector, etc. Better valuation of shares. Companies making public issue get better price and valuation for their shares. As there are thousands of investors, the widespread demand enhances the value of shares at the time of issue. There are many funds like mutual funds, pension funds, etc., which are particular in investing in the listed companies predominantly. A larger body of investors gives a better valuation to the shares. Subsequent to listing shares, many companies the share price appreciating by more than 300% within a year. Subsequent to the listing of shares, many companies have seen the share price appreciating by more than 300% within a year. So by listing shares and by making public issue, shares gets a better price and valuation, because there are many investors, so they frequently involved in a purchase and sale of securities. So that when shares are more traded in a stock exchange, it gives better price to the shares, and funds, many financial institutions like mutual fund, pension fund, so they are very particular in investing in the listed companies. And companies, after listing their shares in a stock exchange, they have their price has increased more than 300%. See, one or two, it's not, see, if it is a share price is 1 rupee, it is issued at 1 rupee. So after listing in stock exchange, share price has increased within a year up to 300 rupees. 300% increase in a price is happened after listing in a share. This is a real time example. So that's the benefit of listing shares and issuing shares to the public. So it gives a better price for the shares. Takeover of companies. When listed companies take over other companies, the purchase consideration can be paid through allotment of equity shares in the company that is taking over. So the purchase consideration, the purchase price, that also can be paid in the form of equity shares. Instead of paying cash, they can pay equity shares. They can issue equity shares. As the shares of such companies are traded regularly, the shareholders of the taken over companies accept the terms of takeover. The company that is taking over is further benefited because outflow of cash is avoided, as only shares in the taking over company allotted to the shareholders of the taken over company as purchase consideration. And demerits of public issue of equity shares. Huge issue expenses. Issue of equity shares involves appointment of many financial intermediaries like merchant banker, underwriter, bankers. So many financial intermediaries need to be appointed for the issue of equity shares. The fees and commission payable to them are enormous, and apart from expenses on printing and stationery and advertisement, their fees and commission payable, it is more than the expenses involved in printing and stationery and advertisement. Huge administration expenses. The number of shares of a company bought and sold per day in terms of lakhs. So if all these shares are to be transferred from seller to the buyer, company incurs some expenses, huge expenses. However, it cannot charge any fees for transfer of shares. When shareholders transfers their shares to another person, that time company cannot charge any fees. In addition, printing of lakhs of annual reports and conducting annual general meetings, etc., involve huge expenditure in case of listed companies. Severe regulation. So, company which goes for issuing shares through public issue. So they need to follow SEBI regulation. So SEBI regulation is a severe and ever changing for both issue of equity shares and subsequently to the listed companies. In addition, the listing agreement between stock exchange and the listed companies also contain many serious provisions relating to the corporate governance. So, in order to protect the interest of the investors, they need to follow the listing agreement conditions, and they need to follow the provisions of SEBI. They need to follow the provisions of register of companies, and government also put some restrictions on them. Then volatile stock market. Stock market is very sensitive and volatile one, so the prices of shares may go up, sometime it may go down, and many investors committed suicide because of trading in stock exchange, because they incurred a huge loss, and many speculative activities are taking place in stock exchange. Many Harshad Mehta scam, where many investors have incurred a huge loss because of that. Any major or minor events in the economy, political development, and company specific information that affect the share price. Yes, a small changes in the economy will affect the share price. The best example I can give, Corona. So when Corona hit the country, you can see the uh, price of shares, how the stock market is affected, how the prices of gold has gone up. So you can see, because everybody they shifted their investment from the shares to the gold. In addition, widespread speculation also affects the share prices of companies. So speculative activities that also affects the share prices. Then annual listing fees. The listing fees payable by listed companies to the stock exchange are huge. This is a very important factor that is making many companies to delist their shares from the stock exchange. Such a fee is not a one time payment. It is payable annually so that it becomes a recurring expense. Every year they need to pay fees for the stock exchange. That's why it is one of the expense for the company. So it is annually payable uh, to the stock exchange. So this is about public issue, meaning reason for issue of shares through public issue, and benefits and demerits. Thank you.